sure you had a lot of options. I'm curious what led you to Follow Up Boss? Why was Follow Up Boss where you ended up?
Yeah, and actually I had three options at the time, and there was, I would say it was a clear choice because three very, very good options. But what really drove me to Follow Up Boss is the employee experience and the people that are here at Follow Up Boss. When Dan and Sam told me about how the employees are treated and the programs and the day-to-day work environment, your employee experience is your customer experience. They're linked. It goes hand in hand. And this is the same for any real estate agent out there. If they have a team of realtors, their employee experience will directly reflect on the customer experience. And when I talked to Dan and Sam about the opportunity here and spoke to other people, because I knew other people already working for Follow Up Boss, they're like, this is an amazing place to work. And that experience is what makes such a great product. You have people that are passionate about helping other folks. And, this happened right in the beginning. It wasn't necessarily before I made the decision. But one of the things that stuck with me the most is, the first month we were there, we were going to have a record sales month close to it. And we're like, oh, should we do a promo? Should we do, some type of like discount or something? And Dan was like, if we do a discount right now, all we're going to do is force people to buy a product a little bit earlier than what they're ready to do. And we're probably going to get that next month anyway. Why wouldn't we just not do a promo, let the chips where they, let the chips fall where they fall, and just provide the best customer experience possible? And I was like, just that moment, and Dan, I never even told you that, but like that was the moment. It's like, yep, I made the right choice, because we're doing what's best for the customer. Can I share a stat that I also just found really interesting when I joined the team as well? And I think it actually might help the audience if they're not doing something like this.
Sure.
But when I joined, our NPS score, which is a net promoter score, is a 72. And a 72 is usually right around, and it fluctuates with other companies, but that's right around Apple-esque. People are usually pretty happy with their Apple products. It's a very high score in general. And an NPS is just a simple way to track whether or not someone would recommend you or not. And it's a survey that's 1 to 10, and 10, 9, 10s and 9s are promoters, 8s are neutral, and everything 7 and below is a detractor. And you formulate a score. You subtract the percentage of promoters, minus the detractors, and you leave the neutrals out, and that's your NPS score. And it's just a simple metric that you can use. It's a critical number, that you can use to judge how well you're doing. It's an overall, would you recommend this person? Would you recommend this agent? Would you recommend Follow Up Boss? And so it was another reason why I came over, and it was just an impressive metric that I thought of coming over. But